let's make a custom tool tier. Alright, we find ourselves back in IntelliJ once more, and in this tutorial we're going to be adding a custom tool tier to Minecraft here with Forge. Now, this is actually a semi, often requested topic in this case, because, adding a new tool tier actually has changed quite significantly. And also what I basically want to show with the new tier is that we can make blocks mineable. We're going to make blocks mineable with netherite, and then afterwards we're also going to make blocks mineable only with our custom tool tier. So for this, in the item package, we're going to make a new Java class, and that's going to be the mod tool tiers class. We're just going to have a public static tier from net Minecraft world item here. That's very important. And we're going to call this the zircon tier. That's it. And there you go. Now, in a static block over here, we want to assign this tier. So what we're going to do is we're going to say zircon equals, and now what we want to do is we want to use the tier sorting registry from net Minecraft Forge common.register tier, and then inside of here, basically inline, we can create the tier. So now the tier is being created, new Forge tier, very important, we want to use this. The level corresponds to, well, basically the mining level, right? We can middle mouse button click on the tier over here, press Ctrl H, and then look at tiers, the tiers class, and you can see these are the mining levels. So mining level 0 is wood, 1 is stone, 2 is iron, 3 is diamond, 0 once again gold, and wood have the same mining level, and then netherite is 4. So in our case, we actually want 5. All right. What is the next one? The next one is how many uses does this have per default? Let's just do 2000. Once again, the tiers class, highly recommended to take a look at this to see what the uses are for each of the different tiers from vanilla. Highly recommended here. The speed, let's say 9, and then attack bonus is going to be 3. The enchantability maybe a little bit more. Then we need to supply a tag. Now this tag is very important because this is actually going to be the tag that is referenced in order to know what blocks can be mined with this particular tier. So for this, immediately while we're doing this, we actually need a completely new class, and that is going to be making the tag. So for the sake of argument, let's just do null for a moment, and then let's finish this, and then we'll make the new class afterwards. Then we need an ingredient, that is the repair ingredient, you already saw it. So it's just going to be ingredient.of, and then moditems.zircon.get. And then after the third parentheses, we need a new resource location, tutorial mod.modid. I'm going to call this zircon. And then after the first closing parentheses again, we want list.of. Now we want tiers.netherite. I'm going to explain this in a moment. And then we want comma list.of, and then just nothing, ending with a closed parentheses and a semicolon. And there you go. Now the null we still have to change this, right? But regardless of that, the rest should be fine. So the sorting registry over here is needed so that our Forge tier, our custom tier in this case, is sorted after netherite. Okay, so what the lists here do basically is this, right? So you can actually see this. So the first list is after, so list of tiers place this tier after, meaning that netherite is going to be lesser than zircon. That's the general idea, and this is why we need this. You can basically never make two tiers completely equivalent. However, I believe that they can sort of have equivalence via the level over here, but that is the general idea. Right, now let's fix this null over here. That's kind of important. Let's actually make a deliberate error so I don't forget that. And let's make a new util class, which is going to be the mod tags class. Now, we've seen tags, and especially custom tags like these, before in previous tutorial series. I've not done tags in this case because the last series, the tags are completely the same. So this shouldn't be anything too crazy. We've seen tags as well, of course, in the data folder, right? We've had some Minecraft tags over here, block tags, paintings, and stuff like that. So we have seen those tags, and we should roughly understand what they are. And now we're just going to make a public static class over here called blocks, and this is just going to hold all of our block tags. Now for this, I'm going to just copy over to methods. All of this is always available to you in the description below. And you can see now we can just make a new tag, and that's going to be public static final tag key of type block, making sure we choose net Minecraft world block level block. There you go. That's exactly right. And this is the needs underscore zircon underscore tool. And this is going to be equal to a tag, and it's going to be called needs underscore zircon underscore tool. Note that, of course, the name over here has to be all lowercase. That is, of course, well, something completely normal. And now we just want to reference that particular tag over here. We just want to say mod tags, actually. There you go, mod tags.blocks.needs zircon tool. And now this one is completely done. That's great. Now we just want to add our custom tag. Now that tag will be added under the data folder, tutorial mod or your mod ID, new directory called tags. Very important, new directory called blocks, because this is a block tag. Extremely important that this is done. And then we can just make a new file called needs_zircon_tool.json. Please also note that the JSON here is not needed, but of course it is needed for the name of the actual JSON file. Let's see, I have everything under the iron tool. Let's actually take out both of these. So just deep slate is going to stay in iron. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make it, let's just copy the entire thing over here. There you go. And let's just get this out of here. So the zircon block will only be added with, or only able to be mined with a zircon tool. And then we'll also add it so that the zircon ore can only be mined with netherite. The way to do that is in the data folder, we're going to right click new directory called forge. Inside of there, once again, tags. Inside of there, again, blocks. And then here, a new file called needs_netherite_tool.json. Make sure this is written correctly, otherwise it will not work. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this over here as well and make sure that only the zircon ore is in here. For the zircon tool itself, we're just going to make this the zircon block. And then very important that we also take those out of the iron tool, of course. So now, in theory, the zircon block should only be mineable with a zircon tier tool, and the zircon ore will only be mineable with a netherite tool. All right, so that's pretty cool. Now we still need a tool, of course, right? So we still need a new zircon tool, and for that we're just going to add a new pickaxe over here. So let's just add this. Let's just add the Kaupenjoe. This is going to be the zircon pickaxe. Of course, the same here, zircon_pickaxe. This is going to be the pickaxe item. There you go. And then instead of tiers diamond, this is of course mod tool tiers.zircon. Maybe a little bit less of a damage modifier and a little bit of a speed less here. The stacks, I don't think we need this. This should be done automatically. I mean, we could just keep it. It shouldn't matter one way or the other, because I believe that the pickaxe item automatically gets durability, so the stacks too should happen automatically. Of course, this is a normal item, so we still need to add all of the JSON files as well. So the language translation over here, there you go. And then, of course, a normal item model file. Nothing that we haven't seen before, pretty much. Right, zircon pickaxe over here just points to a normal item texture. And then we also have the item texture, and that should be pretty much all that we need to do for the custom tool tier. So let's go to the game and see if it works. All right, we found ourselves in Minecraft, and of course, first of all, make sure that you're in survival mode. That's quite important. And let's see if I can mine either of those blocks with a diamond pickaxe. This should not be possible. As you can see, both of them are, well, it doesn't work, basically. Now, the ore I should be able to be mined with a netherite pickaxe, and indeed it is. That's great, but this one should not be mineable with a netherite pickaxe. There you go. However, the zircon pickaxe will be able to mine both of them, and there we go. Custom tool tier added to Minecraft. That's how easy it can be. Right, but that's going to be it for this tutorial right here. I hope you found this useful and you learned something new, and I'll see you all in the next tutorial. So, yeah.